It's a hockey stream on episode 431 of the VIG Lounge, where this time it's a battle of the last two Stanley Cup champions. The Florida Panthers come to the Fortress to take on the Golden Knights. Can the VGK do what they did in Florida and tame the Panthers, or will they get mauled on home ice? There's only one way to find out. Before we do that, please remember to like, share, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. And with housekeeping out of the way, let's jump right in with the visually impaired gamer 1987 who has a new do, if anybody notices. And let's see who comes away with a win. Golden Knights and Panthers coming right up on the VIG Lounge. And we're underway as the Panthers win the opening draw, which I'm not surprised about. Long-range shot turned aside by Aiden Hill. Puck collected by the Golden Knights defense. And the Panthers take it away, then give it away to McNabb. And here's Mark Stone carrying in for the VGK. Tries to fling a shot on net. That's denied before it could get there. Only a single shot total, and that's off a Panthers stick. Only Mata steps up, being physical as well as providing some offense in his acquisition from Seattle, which was out of necessity, as the Golden Knights are still looking for their first shots on goal, as we await Shea Theodore and Noah Hannafin to return to the lineup. Eichel, turning, shooting, that's blocked. Here's the Rat King, Brad Marchand. Had his chance blocked and carried out now by Tomas Hertl. Hertl into the right wing circle, lets a shot go. There's the first shot on goal for the Golden Knights. It's a good one, but it's denied. Out to the blue line for Eichel. That's blocked. Rebound. Couldn't get it. Now the Golden Knights will. Out to the blue line again, this time for Ben Hutton. Turned aside. And Dorofeev knocked off the net, knocked off the puck as we get a Go Knights Go chant. And now it's gone. See, because it got into the Golden Knights zone. Long drive, again handled by Hill. Golden Knights look to get it out. Carried in this time by Brandon Saad. Saad drifts, tries to get a shot away, couldn't do it, got the puck back! He got it that time, and Bobrovsky shut the door. Out to the blue line now for Korzak. Now to Riley Smith, former Panther in his own right, for a time. This is, of course, before the Panthers were a powerhouse. Brought in now by Keegan Colasar. Shot, and Bobrovsky's got that one. He will stop the show, as a showstopper often does. As we take a look at the Golden Knights bench. Draw one again by the Panthers. Of course, Vegas is not going to win a single draw in this period. I don't know what I'm doing wrong, but I just could never seem to get a handle on it. Shot and denial. And a hold. Now a giveaway. Cunningham. One of the only Panthers who has not been part of this latest incarnation of the Stanley Cup champion. Another draw won by the Panthers. Why do I even bother anymore? And Nico Mikkola with a bomb from the point, and it's 1-0 Florida. One draw and just lets it go. Hammer time. Yeah, you don't need to film that. We already know. Golden Knights down by one. Sissons wins a draw. There's hope for the blind man after all. Colasar with a drive. Trying to get it past the aforementioned Officer Bob. Carried in now by Sissons. He'll shoot again. Denied. The rebound is there. They couldn't finish, though. Now Colasar's got it. He scores! It's tied at 1. A beautiful takeaway. Polisar gets around the Panthers goal scorer Mikkola. And pots one past Bobrovsky. And just like that, we're even at 1. Another draw one for Florida. There goes the hope that I had in humanity as well as face-offs. Olimata up the left side to Eichel. Eichel looking to try to victimize Mikkola. And he almost did, but Bobrovsky shut the door with a glove. What a save by Sergei Bobrovsky on that exchange. Barbashev's got it. Pass deflected. Collected now by Mata. Mata gets it to Eichel, but then gets it to Stone. Stone and Eichel crisscross. And nothing's going to come of that. Panthers have it. And the Golden Knights look to get it back. Now long to Eichel. Shot from Whitecloud gets blocked by Mikkola. Look at that. Mikkola is scoring goals for the Panthers and preventing goals for the Panthers. Good for him. Save made, and Hill will hang on. As we're nearly over with this first period, as we take a look at the handiwork of Aiden Hill. Matthew Tkachuk denied in tight. .216 remaining, as I said before, in the first. And a long drive beat Hill, and that was it. And thankfully, he stopped that one, because they're spending a lot more time in the offensive zone for the Panthers than I would like. Marner with a drive, kicked out to the corner by Bobrovsky. Now A.J. Greer looks to get it out. Here's Luke Cunnin. There's nothing cunning about him. Save made by Hill. I'm just kidding. Maybe he is a cunning guy. I don't know. Now, of course, a Let's Go Panthers chant, which Hurdle looks to stop, and he nearly did, but Bobrovsky makes the save, and that'll do it for 1. 1-1 after 1. Courtesy of Mikkola for the Panthers and Polisar for the VGK. Let's take a look at the rest of the stats. Shots on goal, 12-9 in favor of the Golden Knights. Hits 13-6 in favor of the Panthers. I'm not surprised by that. Panthers dominated the face-off dot 5-1. No penalties to speak of. Maybe that'll change in period 2. We'll have to see. But 20 minutes down, 40 minutes up. Let's see what the second period has in store, shall we? Eichel wins that draw. And it's carried in now by Ivan Barbashev. Barbashev knocked off the puck. Panthers will do a lot of that, because they're a bunch of rat bastards, but that's beside the point. And I'm sure anybody who's not a Panthers fan will say that. I've nothing against them personally, but they really know how to tread the line and usually cross it and get away with it. They're a hard-nosed, shit-kicking type of team. Shot for Eichel, denied at the side of the net. Barbashev denied before that. Here I am talking about the Panthers, and we nearly score a goal. Here's Barkov. Now up to Eichel, as Hill made the save. Eichel with a shot and a down low show-stopping stop by Sergei Bobrovsky. I would like to face a goaltender without a zone ability once. It seems like every game I've had recently, it's a special zone ability goaltender. I'm not saying Bobrovsky shouldn't have one. He absolutely should. He's been a phenomenal goaltender these last few years for the Panthers. Certainly didn't start out that way, but he's earning his keep now with back-to-back Stanley Cups. Golden Knights trying to get it out here, but having a lot of trouble with that. Marner knocked down. It does get shoved into the Panthers zone. Regathered by Seth Jones. And Jones has it again. To Lindell. Now to Mikkola. And the Golden Knights have to try to get it out once again, and this time they will. Tomas Hertl brings it into the Panthers zone. Stops up, gets a shot away. Save made. Now Marner with a chance denied. More of a battle for it. Korzak trying to get in there. Carried in now by Colton Sissons. The fourth line is the only one that has a goal for the Golden Knights. Maybe they can get another one. Not on this exchange. Out to the blue line for Lazar. Sissons had it. Knocked off the puck. Tried to get a shot away and did. After it was knocked out of his hand. The puck was knocked off his stick, rather. 8:36 to go here in the second. As we highlight Brayden McNabb, who delivers a huge hit behind the net. .836 remaining here in the second period. Score still knotted at 1. Panthers look to carry it out. Golden Knights have it in their own zone. Korzak to Kolasar. Now up to Sissons. Carried in by Sissons. He'll get a shot away. It deflects in front of Bobrovsky, and he got it. That puck was a little bit of a bouncer and almost led to a goal. I don't know why they're booing. There's been action from both sides. Oh my goodness, what a save by Bobrovsky. With 6:11 remaining. As we highlight Aiden Hill once more. Definitely made some great saves in his own right. There's the goaltending matchup. Save made by Hill. He'll hang on. Very tight game between these two most recent Stanley Cup champions. Yeah, the Panthers will definitely hit you in front of the net. Like I said, they're a bunch of dirty rat bastards, so it makes sense that they'll hit you and then shoot the puck and hope to score even if they run over the goalie. Just ask Sam Bennett. And a Let's Go Panthers chant breaks out from these fickle fans. Barbashev trying to silence the crowd, even though it's in their home rink. And Riley Smith was there for a great opportunity turned away by Bobrovsky. Am I a little ornery in my commentary right now? Yeah, maybe I am. Lost another draw because 'tis life. C'est la vie. Now Lozon trying to disrupt it just enough. That was a dangerous pass in front of the net, but it paid off. Surprisingly, that pass didn't. Panthers bring it back in. They're going to score right here. No, they're not. Aiden Hill had other ideas. Oh, of course. Of course, I get a penalty. For interference of all things. Meanwhile, the Panthers have been interfering since this game began. Loverly. I seem to get an interference penalty with the Golden Knights every game. It's ridiculous. You can't have puck battles in NHL 26. And here we go. The Panthers are going to score on the man advantage right here. William Karlsson tried to bring it in. Look at that. He got bumped. Along the wall. Could get boarded. No call. Long drive. Denied. Short-handed bid by Tomas Hertl. Now White Cloud. In on the backhand. He couldn't get the shot away. Now Barbashev. Shot deflects wide. Oh yeah, I can't get it out. There we go. Give it to the Panthers though. Maybe Forsling will get a goal. See, listen to all that hitting, and there's no interference penalty on the Panthers side. Because I guarantee you it's not all Vegas. And we're down to a final minute here in period 2. As the Panthers still on the man advantage. Haven't been able to solve Hill more than once. And Barbashev carries in for the VGK. Tries to create some space for himself, then loses the puck. Nice keep in for Vegas. Now to Sissons, he lets it go at the side of the net. And Bobrovsky turns it away. Long drive handled by Hill. And that'll do it for 2 periods. Still deadlocked at 1. Let's take a look at the rest of the stats. Shots on goal, 26-23 favoring the Panthers. Hits 19-18, also favoring the Panthers. Look at that. We won another face-off, but we're being dummied 11-2. Panthers 0 for 1 on the man advantage. Vegas has yet to get one in quite a few games, actually. Maybe that'll change in the third, but I have my doubts. We shall see. 40 minutes down, 20 minutes up. Let's see who can take this one home in the third, shall we? Saved by Hill. I thought that was a sure goal. I was going to call it and everything in my apathetic way when the visiting team scores, and I'm frustrated. Eichel on the side of the net. And then Barbashev. Turned aside. Mata lets it go from the blue line. That only works on Aiden Hill, apparently. Because Officer Bobrovsky is in full-on God mode, and he's never going to never surrender another puck in this game. Jack Eichel. Carries it in, gets around, try, score! Never mind! Eichel motorcycle! Golden Knights lead it 2-1! I don't know what Matthew Tkachuk was doing there, but Stone provided a flyby screen. Eichel let it go, and the Golden Knights have their first lead. 17-13 remaining here in the third. As the Golden Knights get themselves a goal courtesy of Jack Eichel with his 10th of the year. Mata gains the red line and sends it in. Collected by McNabb. McNabb gets knocked off the puck, then gets it back, settles it down, cuts in! Oh, what a save by Bobrovsky! Oh, I thought that McNabb was going to have a highlight reel goal there, but instead, Sergei Bobrovsky with a highlight reel save. Speaking of highlight reel saves, take a look at Aiden Hill's handiwork. Only surrendering a single goal. A little premature for the 12 wins, but thanks, NHL 26. I'm glad somebody's got faith in me. Hertl wins it back to Whitecloud. But of course, they can't do anything with it because the dirtbag Sam Bennett with a hit. And he's going to score here. Oh, no, they're not. Oh, give it away, though. Jeff Petrie, that's who I was trying to think of. Will he be this year's version of Nate Schmidt? in that it's a defenseman that seems like they're on the outs. They go to the Panthers and they're magically rehabilitated. Oh, here we go. Oh, Cunning's getting booed, I think. Maybe there's an injury I'm not aware of. Maybe that's who injured Hannafin. I'm not sure. Oh, a couple of great chances turned aside by Bobrovsky as we're getting to the halfway point of the third. Nice bounce off the wall. Collected by Brett Howden, carried in. Howden stops up, flings one! The rebound's there for Simmons, he just can't finish. And there's a goal. Alexander Barkov. And we're tied at 2. Got a stick in the lane, but it just wasn't enough. Panthers are lucky to have him in this playthrough because they don't in real life, and they won't for the entire year, apparently. And it's all from an injury in practice. That shot got blocked, so why did I even bother taking it? Now Lundell carries in. Long drive, this time handled by Hill. Eichel's got it again. He's being hassled the entire way, and of course nothing's being called. Korzak, a drive! Turned aside by Bobrovsky. Now Lundell takes a hit, and I'm surprised that we didn't get called for interference or boarding or some other BS call. Mata lets it go. Rebound is there, and Bobrovsky, of course, stops the show like he's always done. Oh, here's the Panthers schedule, and I could care less. Draw one back to Mata by Carlson. Carlson collects it, lets it go. Save made once again. Now Saad has it. Oh, what a save! I gotta give Bobrovsky credit on that one. That was remarkable. What a stop. It's almost like he gets paid the big bucks. And Bobrovsky will hang on once again. As the Golden Knights are pressing. As we take a look at Jack Eichel's handiwork as he's found the back of the net once. Here comes Eichel, he's in. And he scores. That's a stat you don't even need from NHL Edge. We already know he's got 10 goals. 4:48 remaining here in the third. Game is tied at 2. Thanks to Alexander Barkov. Mata knocked off the puck. Puck pops out behind the net. Shoots the Smith away wide zone, scores! That's the bottom line because Brandon Saad. Golden Knights lead at 3-2. Shot just gets flung off the post. Saad's right there. And makes no mistake on that rebound. 4:11 to go, and the Golden Knights have their second one-goal lead of the game. Petrie, back to Mikkola. Saad carries it again. He's got the go-ahead goal now. Oh no, it's Riley Smith's turn. He's turned away. Smith lets one go. That's denied as well. Huge hip check. Frees up the puck. And Saad gains the red line and sends it in. Collected by Verhaeghe. Pass across. And now up the left side to Eichel. Eichel stops up. Knocked off the puck. Collected by Stone. And Bobrovsky holds on. Golden Knights have definitely ramped up the shot volume in the final stretch of this third period. Trying to do more of it, but good lord, you can't skate with the Panthers because all they'll do is hit you. Panthers with the extra attacker. And of course, there's nobody there. So it's icing. Can't be an empty net if there's a goalie in there, but whatever. Apparently EA knows something I know. Oh, I was going to say there was going to be the fluke goal to tie it right there. Don't worry, there's still time for that. Stone. He's in, lets it go. Hits the empty net. The Stone Cold Killer puts the Golden Knights up by 2. And it's safe to say this game is most likely over. I say most likely because stranger things have happened. Just off the crossbar and out. Oh, here we go. Greer with a shot. And punched away, and that was it. The Vegas Golden Knights proved to be the superior Stanley Cup champion in this matchup, defeating the Panthers in a very close game, 3-1 with the empty netter, or excuse me, 4-2 with the empty netter. Well, the Golden Knights sweep the series as they won in Sunrise. Now they win in Vegas, and will move on to their next game, which I believe is on Thursday. And I want to say it's against the Blues. We'll have to double check that. Let's take one last look at the stats. There you go, proper score, 4-2. I corrected myself. And let's take a look at the rest. Shots on goal, 44-32, favoring VGK. Slight edge and hits for the Panthers, 31-29. And the face-offs more than doubled by Florida, but what else is new? The only penalty went to Vegas, even though the Panthers were doing a lot of dirty hitting as well. But hey, when you play that way and you bribe the refs, you can get away with these types of things. No, I'm just kidding. I can't prove there's any ref bribery, but still. Either way, the Golden Knights do come away with another 2 points, 4-2. Go-ahead goal by Brandon Saad and the empty netter by Mark Stone to give the VGK another win. Thank you all for tuning into this episode of the VIG Lounge. I have been the Visually Impaired Gamer 1987. I know I was a little more ornery than usual with the way this game was today, but man, some of these plays were frustrating. But until next time, I bid you adieu. And have yourselves a marvelous Monday, everybody.